A little walkthrough of how you can set up a billing log entry, I called it. We could do a lot of different things with this. This is just a sample of it, and also a way to track the authorization, the units used for that authorization. So you can see here, I have a little graph over here to the right, and that is in a browser window that can be accessed by you at any time. On the left, I have another browser window. But what I'm trying to simulate here is how this could be done on a smartphone or a tablet. I'm on a computer, actually the same computer, obviously, so I can record it, but this could be somebody's smartphone or tablet out in the field. This could be a supervisor's office looking at it. Again, it's on the internet, so you can get to it at any point. So what we did is we set up a template for each kid that we didn't label it because of PHI things. We just know in the background who's who. We can have that shared somewhere else. We could use code names, whatever you want to do. So set it up this way. Again, there's a million different ways we could set this up, but I'm just going to have the staff answer a few questions. The data service, so we'll say today. Who you are, so we can track that later. The service you provided, so I'm going to say direct therapy. These are all linked to go to different follow-up questions based on what you enter. So I'm going to say next. Since I put direct therapy, it's going to bring me to direct therapy. I'm going to put in a start time. So I'm going to say 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Why not? So that's 3.5 hours. So that's going to be 7 units. We can also learn how to do things on the back end to auto-calculate units based on the times. Just for setup's sake, to make it easy, I had them type those in. I can put any comments that I want in there. I didn't make that required. So now I'll just hit submit. And when I hit submit, you should see my graph over here should update. You saw it bumped up a little bit. It wasn't a huge difference there. So I could submit another form. Let's put a big one in. So I'm going to say, I forgot to put in for yesterday. And just to really show how this will change, I'm going to say direct therapy. Next. Let's say we worked from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That wouldn't happen, but just to make this really show quickly, we'll put that in. That's 24 units. I'll say next. Now you can say I was at 13%. Now I jumped up to 16%. So you can see that's graphing automatically for me. It's putting this red target line of where I should be. That's auto-calculating based on today's date, the start date of the auth, and the end date of the auth. You can't see it because I have it off screen here, but I can click into another tab, and all I did to set this up each time. So when you reuse this template, you just put in the start date, the end date, the units for different types of services you could provide. From that information, it's going to tell you, it's going to figure out how many you should have used based on today. Tomorrow, when I come in, I can't simulate this right now, but tomorrow when I come in, this number would have changed. Next week, this red line and number would have changed for the target. It's going to calculate those automatically. Also what it's doing is creating a spreadsheet for me here with data service, staff name, service provided, and start time, end time, units. It's putting them in different columns. So here's the supervision information that was entered. Comments go away at the end here. So it's giving you a nice little Excel spreadsheet that you can import to anything else. So that is how we set up this system so that I can enter in just a little bit of information and have it populate all in there. Let's do one more just to show the differences. So I'll say today, staff name was Frank, I had a meeting just to show the difference where it's taking you. Now, since I chose meeting, it's bringing me right to meeting. So this meeting went from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. These might not be things that would really happen. I'm just trying to put the numbers in so the graph changes. So that's going to be 3 hours or 6 units. Next. Now that one popped up right up to there based on what I entered. So that's it. That's how we would set it up, and those are the types of things that we're going to learn during our workshop.